This is some serious rain. There's like an inch of rain out there. That's insane. That's crazy. Cruzy's a little unsure about all this. The thunder and the lightning. I've never seen rain like this. And I was born and raised in Vancouver. This is insanely heavy. Come on, baby. Somebody give it to me good. Give it, give it, give it. Woohoo! This is a blast. Oh, here we go. Oof. Oh, here we go. Oof. Here we go. Yeah. There's these puddles. It crosses the whole road. Look how big that is. Yep, I've seen people do it. I'm not stupid. Here's another big one. Let's hit this one. Not the whole thing, but let's get through it. Ready? Yeah, dude. When I see stuff like this, I get excited. Let's see what the sign says. Commercial truck parking only. I always like it when I see a series of semi-trucks and there's a tiny little spot right at the front which won't fit another full semi-truck. Like, that's my jam right there. That's perfect. Just pulling into Calgary, Alberta, and looks like there's a brand new subdivision area that looks like a big apartment building or something. Stuff like that's usually a pretty good place to sleep. Oh, there's an apartment building or a big hospital. What is that place? It's huge. Oh, right along the street would be perfect. Oh, these are great. Yeah, places like this are places I really enjoy to sleep. I'm gonna go take a little drive around here and take a look. I don't know, what is that place? The old folks' home, I think. Yeah, so on this side here, there's no side doors or entrances. Yeah, jackpot, baby. Over here, there's an Anytime Fitness. Haha. Bada bang, right there. I could park right here too, like right out front. Just gonna drive around here a little bit, you guys. See, I don't want to park here for the night because if these are staff cars for any of these businesses, then it's gonna be empty tonight. And I don't like being the last and only standing vehicle on the street. I'd rather be among others. What is this big building? It's not a hospital. What is this place? Aged care. So yeah, seniors housing. I don't feel right about that side, so we're gonna go pull up on the other side. Always trust that feeling in your stomach. Ugh. That was the craziest rain I have ever seen. Anyway, guys, we're off to bed. I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. You guys some food just in case you get hungry tonight. All right, you guys, you don't need to stick around for this. Taking my clothes off. All right, you guys. See you in the morning. Cruzy, that sounds so disgusting in here. Good night, everyone. Good night, Cruzy. Somebody's thirsty. Holy cow, buddy, how much can you drink? Morning, Crazy. Hi, buddy. We're in Calgary, Alberta, bro. I don't know if you've ever been here. Hey, maybe you have. You were when you were a puppy, I remember that. We met a subscriber in a parking lot. You were just a little guy. Nice day out there. After that nasty rain last night, that's a nice thing to see. I had a really good night's sleep here last night. Right on the side of a road beside a seniors housing complex, and there's nobody in front of me or behind me. It's just me alone on this side of the road, and we slept really, really good. And a big bonus is that my morning shower was right across the street from where I slept, and right up here around the corner is a McDonald's, which means my morning coffee is within like a few feet of where I slept. There's a McDonald's right there. Happy morning to me. Oh, 9 foot of clearance. That's the street I was looking at parking on last night, right behind the gym. Even down to the tail end of that building would have been great. I myself wouldn't sleep on either side of this entranceway. But while we're on the subject of parking, let's just go drive around and show you guys this morning cool spots right around where I am now. I would not park in front of the townhouses because obviously that's where they park. And then last night, you guys seen me park on this side, and I didn't like the feeling, so I moved over and we parked right over there on that side of the road. And anywhere down here looks like it's pretty undeveloped. Like, you could have parked anywhere along here last night. It is a gold mine for parking. And I just pulled in right off the highway. This was the very first stop right off the highway. Look at this. All these amazing places to sleep at night. This is perfect. The lighting up here looks pretty good. No glare on my glasses really. When I look up, you can see it. Pretty damn good. Having dual uses for everything in your van is so key. This one was a complete fluke. So above my van here, I've got my one porch light right above me, and it turns out it's pretty awesome for filming in a darker situation. So I don't know where I am. I took the GPS into Calgary, and I'm on the top corner side of Calgary. So when we came in, this was all brand new development. So pulling in here and seeing all this new stuff kind of got me excited, because I'm like, okay, it's got everything I need. My gym is there, place for a morning coffee, and if I probably looked around, there's probably a hose tap around here somewhere for me to fill up my water, and a very safe place to sleep. So sleeping is a very big subject when it comes to living a nomadic lifestyle, because some people overthink it, way overthink this whole parking scenario. Huge suggestion from me to you: treat your first month of your van life as an everyday different parking spot experiment. Figure out what works for you in the first 30 days. If you park beside a corner store one night and you sleep good, you're good to go. Next night, maybe try a place like I did, beside a senior's housing on the opposite side of the building. You have a good sleep, good to go. Pullouts on the side of the highway, good to go. Little spot like this where you're in a completely undeveloped street in a very nice looking neighborhood, good to go. It's a constant experiment, and what I think you will find, if you keep moving around, trying different places all the time, you will find out what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and what places work and don't work. Over the years, I've had the chance to park in just about every scenario possible, because I've never really cared. My first night in the van was sleeping right downtown Vancouver by the huge arena that was over there, and I had an amazing night's sleep. It was busy, like cars were whipping by constantly. It was just so cool for me to be right down in the thick of it on the first night. But I moved around a lot when I first got into it and figured it out. So there's no real answer to where's the right place to park and where's the wrong place to park. You need to figure this out on your own. You need to get this, you need to hone this skill. And I hate to say that it's a skill, because I literally pull over. I'm like, this'll do. Boop, boop. Put windows on, back to bed. Sleepy sleep, we're out. There's only been a few times on my journey where I've actually had to move in the middle of the night. Like, I've gotten somewhere, pulled over, gotten into bed, lied there for a few minutes, kind of had to listen for what was going on around me, and something inside of my stomach just said, not here. And I moved. Just moved a couple blocks away. I'm like, yeah, this is better. Sometimes it takes driving around the neighborhood a couple of blocks to get a feel for the area before you know you're comfortable enough to sleep in that spot. Like you guys seen last night. I pulled up on one side right by the senior's home, ready to go, and I'm like, nope. And I just went across the street and it worked. It's that feeling. You just really, really honestly got to trust it. But take your first month, experiment around, park absolutely everywhere, park in places that you think, maybe I shouldn't park here. I'm probably going to get in trouble if I park here. Park there anyway. It's your first month. Have some fun with it. If you get a couple of knocks, then you know, okay, these are places not to park. But I think you will find, if you're a constant mover like me, where you're continually adventuring around the places that you travel, that no matter where you pull over and sleep, you're gonna be just fine. Don't pull out like this when you're sleeping with the doors open and making food in your chairs. Don't do that. Leave those to the places around that area and move to somewhere completely different to sleep that night. And I think maybe that's where some people do get into trouble, is that people can see them living in the van or living around the van. That may cause you a problem with the locals. They're like, especially if they've never experienced it, like, what is going on? Oh my gosh, people are living in that van? You never know what the communities are exposed to, how much van life they've ever seen. And that can change the whole experience you have there. But bringing up the whole keyword of stealth. Stealth is not a thing. Have you seen my van? Have you seriously seen this thing? No matter where you look at it, it's got solar, rooftop carrier, and everything else. And on this other side, it's got a huge pop-out window, which is open at night, you know, because even with my little divider that I put on it, I leave that thing open because even with the little wood on it, you can still get a draft through it. So the whole stealth thing is not a thing, my friends. Being stealth is not letting people see you living in your van when you're in your van. So if I'm parked on the side of the road, that's why my divider was on last night, because I had my lights on. I put my cover on the side window. My front curtains are always shut. I don't want people to see me living in the van. You need to be stealth while you're in it. Your van doesn't need to look stealth. You just need to be stealth while you're in it. Don't leave the front curtains open with your lights on so everybody driving by can be like, whoa, hold on, what's going on inside there? You don't want that. Be stealth in it. Your van doesn't have to look stealth, because mine clearly does not look stealth whatsoever. Hopefully these little chat videos, I've made so many of these videos on my channel. But the other day I asked you guys if you needed anything from me, you wanted me to cover some subjects. So I'm gonna start including some of these into our videos coming up here. That way you guys get a feel for what I'm doing, because I don't really show parking much anymore. I don't show it much anymore because it's just a part of my everyday, and because I've made so many videos on this very subject, it's really hard for me to repeat these things. But I do know we're forever growing. We have lots of new people on here, so hopefully a video like this one helped you guys out and ease your mind. Just go and have some fun with this lifestyle. It's not that hard at all. My hands are freezing cold. I can't believe. What's the temperature outside?
It's currently 7 degrees.
7 degrees.
7 degrees Celsius is 44.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
44.6. So just so you guys know, in my videos, when people always ask me, hey, can you do that temperature in Fahrenheit? It's that easy. Google it yourself. A lot of people ask me that one too. Like, I really wish you would put Fahrenheit in your thing. I'm like, no, I live in Canada. We do Celsius, and that's my thing. All right, everybody. Go have some fun. Park around. Park in the fun places, like different. I love that. I love pulling into a town going, maybe park here. Just obey the parking signs. If it says no parking, it means no parking. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Say bye, Mr. Crazy. He's like, Dad, give me some of that muffin. I know you bought a muffin, Dad. Give me some of that muffin. Ah, my boy, you're so warm today. Hey, you're so toasty warm.